Hey coin hunters! Welcome back to channel, your ultimate spot for all things USA coins. Today we dive into one of the most fascinating stories in numismatics and coin collecting, exploring the 1975 D1 cent coin, a conundrum of errors and astonishing value that captures the imagination of collectors and investors alike. Imagine holding a simple penny that, despite its humble appearance, could be worth a staggering $758 million due to a series of rare mistakes in its minting process. Yes, you heard that correctly. A penny that was worth just 1 cent when it was minted could fetch a price that would astonish even the most seasoned collectors. The story of the 1975 D1 cent coin is a testament to how minor errors in production can balloon into astronomical value, and how a single piece of currency can tell a much larger story of desperation, rarity, and the pursuit of value in the world of coin collecting. The key reasons why this particular coin is worth such an astonishing amount involve a series of manufacturing errors that lend it an uncommon status. The 1975 D1 cent coin was minted at the Denver Mint and initially didn't raise any eyebrows when it rolled off the presses. However, it was later discovered that a few coins had defects during the minting process that led to a less than ideal impression on the coin, including incorrect die alignments and striking errors. Each of these imperfections increased the rarity of the coin and made it coveted among collectors. The primary error associated with this coin is that an unknown number of 1975 D pennies were produced with the date misaligned, resulting in a ghosting effect where the numeral 5 appears more than once, creating an unusual and visually striking appearance. This phenomenon occurs when the coin is struck multiple times by the minting die, leading to the number being imprinted, or ghosted, onto the coin in a way that is visually different from the intended design. When errors like this are identified, collectors rush to acquire them, and the market value can skyrocket due to their limited availability. In addition, this confluence of errors has resulted in coins with other discrepancies, such as the presence of double dies, which occur when the die used to strike the coin has misaligned images or inscriptions, creating the illusion of a doubled feature. The combination of these defects leads to a unique asset that piques the interest of enthusiasts looking to add rare pieces to their collections. As noted, while it is common for coins to have slight imperfections, those that make it through the production process with significant mistakes usually enter the annals of numismatic history with a bang. The 1975 D1 cent coin is not just another era coin. It has transcended mere functionality as currency and has become a powerful symbol of how mistakes can yield monumental value. When such errors are identified and publicized, this naturally leads to a mix of excitement among collectors, media coverage, and increased demand that helps to drive prices skyward. For many collectors, discovering a coin with such substantial misalignments is akin to finding a modern-day treasure, with the thrill of the hunt only adding to the coin's allure. Consequently, appreciation for the 1975 D1 cent has reached unprecedented heights, shining a spotlight on coins once considered only trivial when compared to other highly sought-after collectibles. Just by exploring historical precedents, we find various instances where misprints and errors have turned relatively inconspicuous pennies into iconic artifacts that fetch thousands, if not millions, at auction. The allure of the 1975 D1 cent coin is also bolstered by the ebbs and flows of the numismatic market. It encapsulates a blend of historical significance and collecting culture during a tumultuous era in American history. The 1970s were marked by economic challenges, including inflation and economic uncertainty, which makes the story behind each minted coin even more poignant. Those interested in exploring this remarkable piece of American culture must appreciate that its value doesn't solely derive from the rarity of its design but from the rich backstory that it represents in the coin collecting community. Collectors across the globe recognize the importance of provenance, and each piece tells a story that reflects the socio-economic conditions at the time of its minting and the evolution of both currency and the American ideals surrounding wealth and value. In addition, psychological factors play a significant role in how we attribute worth to items, including coins. The mistake in the coin's production becomes a narrative thread that captivates the attention of not only collectors but also investors looking to diversify their portfolios into alternative assets. The idea that a mundane item can hold a higher value simply due to an error lends itself to the broader questions of value and rarity that underlie many collectors' motivations. The stories behind these rare coins often manifest into collective lore, allowing them to transcend their physical limitations. The public's fascination with the 1975 D1 cent reflects a cultural curiosity about how mistakes can lead to unexpected outcomes and creates a compelling tale of serendipity. Furthermore, evaluating the rarity of this coin includes examining factors such as how many coins with similar errors have been identified, how many remain in circulation, and how often they appear on the market. The understated nature of the 1975 D1 cent, in terms of its design and functionality, contrasts sharply with its astronomical value in the eye of knowledgeable collectors, deepening its mystique. Collectors' networks and online communities have only fueled interest in this coin, leading to discussions, speculations, and ongoing research into its attributes. As excitement mounts around the idea of finding an error coin, many people begin scrutinizing their own collections or searching through pocket change for any sign of the elusive 1975 D1 cent penny that could potentially alter their financial future. The more people seek after these coins, the greater the noise becomes within the numismatic community, which stokes further demand and higher prices in a cycle that seemingly perpetuates itself. The ability to document, share, and showcase these coins through social media platforms has also played a crucial role in propelling the coin's value upward. Enthusiasts and casual investors alike have turned to various forms of content creation to highlight coins in their possession, leading to an increase in demand as more individuals become educated about the potential for profit in error coins. With the right combination of rarity and aesthetic appeal, the 1975 D1 cent coin has a unique position in the market, making it a topic of frequent discussion on forums and social media platforms dedicated to coin collection. Once the narrative has been formed and circulated about numismatic treasure, an almost feverish atmosphere develops where everyone is looking for their next big find. Such market dynamics are instrumental in driving the perceived value of rare coins, and the 1975 D1 cent serves as a perfect case study. As seasoned collectors often say, rarity is the backbone of value, and the confluence of various errors found in this coin makes it an excellent specimen in those terms. The conditions that accompany the 1975 D1 cent's errors serve to elevate its status, creating a perpetual interest that ensures it remains part of the conversation in coin collecting circles for years to come. As you can see, the 1975 D1 cent coin is more than just an ordinary penny. It represents a captivating intersection of history, rarity, and monetary value, making it an undeniable darling among coin collectors and investors. The journey from mere currency to a coveted collectible is a remarkable transformation that speaks volumes about human tendencies to appreciate uniqueness and rarity in even the simplest objects. In this fast-paced digital age, in which information spreads like wildfire, one has to wonder how many more hidden gems like the 1975 D1 cent continue to lie in wait throughout everyday pockets, shoeboxes, and collections, just waiting to be discovered. As collectors sift through their coins and online shops report sales and auctions of the 1975 D1 cent, they contribute to a larger narrative that intertwines economics, history, psychological factors, and collective experience, providing endless possibilities for future exploration and excitement in the world of coins. If there is one message that rings true through the 1975 D1 cent story, it is that the smallest error can sometimes lead to the biggest rewards, and within this narrative lies a vast world filled with possibilities just waiting to be discovered. So join us on this thrilling expedition into the world of numismatics as we continue to unearth stories of rarity and value in the most unexpected places. Next, today we embark on an engaging journey into the captivating world of numismatics, focusing on a coin that has garnered immense attention from collectors and investors alike, the 2015 D1 cent coin. This seemingly ordinary penny, minted at the Denver Mint, has become a sensation in the coin collecting community, not just for its face value of 1 cent but for the remarkable errors and mistakes that make it worth an astonishing $62 million. You may be wondering how a simple penny could achieve such a staggering price tag. but the story of the 2015 D1 cent coin is a testament to the fascinating complexities that exist within the realm of currency collection. The intrigue begins with its production. In 2015, the United States Mint produced billions of 1-cent coins as part of its ongoing efforts to meet the demands of circulating currency. While most of these coins were minted successfully, a few struck pieces came off the presses with significant errors, shining a spotlight on their relative scarcity and uniqueness among a sea of seemingly identical coins. The first major error associated with the 2015 D1 cent coin is a well-known occurrence in the world of minting known as the cut error, which happens when a portion of the die breaks away, resulting in an abnormal impression on the coin. This can cause various features on the coin to appear distorted or even absent, leaving an indelible mark that collectors find irresistible. Cut errors are particularly noteworthy because they are usually caused by age and wear on the die, resulting in coins that possess an aesthetic appeal and rarity that can increase their market value. In the case of the 2015 D1 cent, those producing errors in the minting process led to a limited number of coins entering circulation, making these error coins immediate candidates for high bids at auctions and sales as rare collectibles. As word began to spread about these misproductions, the frenzy to hunt for these coins intensified, demonstrating the thirst for discovering unique pieces of currency among enthusiasts and novice collectors alike. Adding to the intrigue of the 2015 D1 cent coin is the prevalence of what are known as double die errors, which occur when the coin is struck multiple times and remnants of the previous striking can still be detected. The exact origin of double die errors can sometimes be difficult to trace, but in many instances, they are the result of a misalignment during the minting process in which the die fails to hit the blank coin properly. This imperfection can manifest in various ways, including the appearance of doubling in the date, the inscriptions, or other elements of the design, making the coin not only unique but also a visually striking piece for collectors to seek after. The 2015 D penny, with its subtle nuances in appearance, has managed to capture the imagination of both seasoned and amateur numismatists, creating a buzz around these particular errors that elevate their perceived value and desirability. Another key aspect contributing to the extraordinary valuation of the 2015 D1 cent coin is its historical context. The year 2015 marks a period of significant economic transformation in the United States, characterized by the aftermath of the financial crisis and the gradual recovery that followed. Coinage during this time reflected a broader narrative about the state of the American economy, and as collectors seek to emphasize the stories behind each piece, the penny becomes more than just currency. It becomes a historical artifact that tells a tale as rich as its errors. The financial landscape of 2015, combined with specific changes to coin design and production, lends an air of significance to the 2015 D1 cent that draws the attention of collectors with a keen appreciation for contextual relevance in their acquisitions. On top of this, the market dynamics surrounding rare coins cannot be overlooked. Once identified, these unique coins create a ripple effect that captures the interest of collectors and investors, all vying to secure a piece of the rarity. The high-profile nature of major auctions featuring error coins like the 2015 D1 cent creates perceived value beyond its intrinsic worth, as the collective enthusiasm contributes to a rise in demand, making the coins increasingly sought after. The buzz surrounding such rare items escalates when media coverage and social media engagement increase, as individuals share their discoveries and create a community fixated on the excitement of finding error coins. The momentum builds as more collectors join the hunt, sparking a frenzy of interest with a potential ripple effect that can drive prices through the roof. The phenomenon of participation in the treasure hunt, from humble beginnings in everyday change to potential windfalls at the auction block, adds further allure to the 2015 D1 cent coin. For many, hunting for rare coins becomes a thrilling pursuit, a way to connect with history, and a chance to uncover treasures that could turn an everyday object into monumental assets. Furthermore, the collector culture surrounding error coins extends well beyond mere acquisition. It perpetuates a shared language among numismatics that emphasizes collaboration, research, and education. While some seek to diversify their portfolios, others pursue the thrill of the hunt, making connections with fellow enthusiasts, and building a network centered around passion for coin collecting. Online forums, social media platforms, and coin shows serve as communal spaces for people to share their successes, research various coin errors, and increase their overall knowledge about numismatics. This camaraderie enhances the irreplaceable experience of coin collecting, transforming the journey into a rich social venture where friendships can bloom through shared discoveries. Collectors also strive for the perfect piece. Not only rarity but also aesthetics and overall condition matter immensely when it comes to gauging value. The 2015 D1 cent coin, with its distinguished flaws and fascinating character, fits this mold, enthralling collectors who hope to one day snag a break in their search for these collectible masterpieces. Each error and defect tells a story, inviting potential owners to become a part of its journey while also becoming custodians of its legacy. As the 2015 D penny garners monumental attention, its worth reaches unprecedented heights, but it also becomes a touch point in conversations about the nuances of value in collectibles and currencies. It prompts intriguing discussions about how items of mass production, like coins, can attain rarity due to imperfection and exemplify human perspectives on worth and value. This concept urges us to rethink our understanding of money and the principles associated with its value. While many perceive money in a functional sense, as a medium of exchange, a method of transaction, or simply currency, it's important to recognize how broader narratives of culture and history intertwine to inform our ever-evolving relationship with currency. The events that led to the production of the 2015 D1 cent coin are as significant as the coin itself. It created a perfect storm of conditions that allowed for errors to flourish, a culmination of advancements in minting technology, changing standards, and the physical toll of coin production, all within the context of a dynamic economic landscape. As we appreciate the story of this 1 cent coin, we also engage with the interplay of material culture and currency, enriching our understanding of how even the most ordinary pennies can earn a place in history. There's an element of serendipity in the world of coin collecting. One never knows what they may discover around the corner or buried in an old collection. The thrill associated with the possibility of uncovering a rare coin, coupled with the narratives behind those coins, welcomes collectors and hobbyists into an elaborate web of history and human interaction. The era of social media has also transformed the landscape of coin collecting, enabling collectors to share their prized possessions, discoveries, and insights, thus creating a more vibrant and interconnected community. As enthusiasm for these rare finds continues to grows exponentially, the 2015 D1 cent coin is destined to take its place among the pantheon of highly sought-after collectibles. Its story is an ever-evolving exploration of value, not simply from a market perspective but from a personal connection that ignites the passions of collectors and investors alike. In the coin collecting realm, the blending of history, rarity, and sheer chance gives rise to coins like the 2015 D1 cent, revealing the story behind a coin as essential as the coin itself. It's essential to understand that the excitement surrounding these coins extends beyond their monetary gain. They evoke emotions, camaraderie, and a sense of wonder as collectors search for their next discovery or educate themselves on a variety of subjects related to their hobby. As you can see, this world of numismatics is alive and throbbing with energy, fueled by people's innate curiosity about rare coins like the 2015 D1 cent. It serves as a reminder that even the most unassuming items can represent remarkable tales of rarity, history, and community. And as we continue to peel back the layers of these coins and their pasts, we welcome the opportunity to share the rich stories that keep collectors engaged and excited about the next big find. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey into the fascinating world of coin collecting, keep your eyes peeled as you explore pockets, old piggy banks, and local shops for the chance to discover dazzling treasures that might just include a remarkable 2015 D1 cent. So join us in our future adventures as we continue to discuss coins that change the world. Next, today we delve into the intriguing world of numismatics, focusing on a remarkable coin that has made waves in the collecting community, the 1999 1 cent coin. This unassuming penny, that once circulated freely at the value of just a cent, has gained a reputation that commands an astonishing $104 million due to an array of production errors and unique characteristics that make it highly sought after by collectors and investors alike. It's hard to believe that something so small and seemingly mundane could hold such incredible value, but the story of the 1999 1-cent coin is proof that in the world of currency, rarity and imperfection can lead to monumental worth. The journey begins in the late 1990s when the U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins to meet the demands of a thriving economy. The year 1999, marking the end of a century, saw the production of billions of 1-cent coins, yet among this vast quantity, a limited number emerged with significant errors that would set them apart from their counterparts. One of the most notable errors that surfaced in relation to the 1999 1-cent coin is what is known as the wide AM error. This occurs when the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse side of the coin are spaced disproportionately, creating a distinct visual anomaly. In most coins minted that year, these letters align closely, but the wide AM error presents a margin between them that is easily recognizable to the trained eye. Collectors and guides have documented this phenomenon extensively, drawing attention to the rarity of the wide AM version, which markedly contrasts with the default AM coins that are easily found in pockets or coin rolls. As news of this error spread throughout the numismatic community, a fervent search ensued, causing collectors to rummage through their change and scrutinize their collections for the elusive wide AM piece. When raw specimens hit the market, they commanded astonishing prices, with experienced collectors paying handsomely for the chance to own one. The buzz created around these error coins sparked an intense interest that only amplified the perceived value, culminating in auction sales that reached staggering figures. Adding to the allure of the 1999 1-cent coin are the so-called double die errors, characterized by the presence of doubled features on the coin's design. This phenomenon can occur when the die used for striking the coin is misaligned or when an error happens during the die-making process, leading to inconsistencies in design, inscriptions, or features. The 1999 coin witnessed several pieces that emerged with these types of errors, further endowing them with distinctive attributes that collectors prize. The striking for modern coins and the introduction of new minting technology have made these errors increasingly rare, leading to a realization that coins bearing such flaws are unlikely to be manufactured again, which only serves to heighten their desirability. Auction houses and collectors eagerly reported individual sales of 1999 1-cent pieces with double die errors that fetched eye-popping amounts, cementing the notion among collectors that the coin's rarity was directly tied to its potential for financial gain. Beyond the wide AM and double die errors, there have also been reports of various minor errors that contribute to the overall mystique of the 1999 1-cent coin. These could include anything from off-center strikes to die cracks, each presenting an allure that amplifies the coin's value. Collectors often have a specific interest in error coins because they represent the triumph of chance, reflecting how a simple manufacturing flaw can transform an ordinary penny into an extraordinary artifact. When we consider the scale of coin production in the 1990s, the sheer number of 1-cent coins minted offers context for understanding how such errors could emerge yet remain scarce. Each and every production run involved millions of coins being pumped out, providing numerous opportunities for anomalies to occur, and yet, only a few of those would slip through the cracks with errors that would intrigue collectors for decades to come. Moreover, the 1999 1-cent coin is not just a solitary piece in a vacuum. It is part of a broader tapestry that represents the history of American currency during a momentous time. This period not only signified the shift into a new millennium but also captured the cultural zeitgeist of an era characterized by rapid technological advancements and economic shifts. The coin encapsulates a moment in time, serving as a reminder of historical economic events, the transition into a digital age, and consumer habits of the late 90s. The narratives associated with era coins have a way of drawing collectors into the stories behind their prized possessions. Thus, the 1999 1-cent coin becomes more than just a rare error. It evolves into a representation of a significant era in American history that resonates with collectors on both emotional and intellectual levels. As interest in this particular penny soared, so did secondary markets and discussion platforms devoted to numismatics, where enthusiasts congregated to share knowledge, research, and opportunities focused on coins like the 1999 1-cent. These networks amplified the enthusiasm surrounding the coin, showcasing its potential for value while fostering a community environment for both newcomers and seasoned collectors. The rise in community engagement and online forums has led to increased awareness of rare coins and their remarkable backstories, creating an ecosystem of insight that encourages individuals to study the coins they possess more closely, as they might be privy to a valuable anomaly like the 1999 1 cent. As the excitement grew, so too did the number of discoveries made by individuals, ensuring that the legacy of the 1999 1 cent coin would remain alive in conversations about coin collecting for years to come. The relationship between rarity and perceived value also plays an essential role in determining the worth of coins like the 1999 1 cent. According to collectors, coins undergo a psychological journey where the social implications of rarity enhance their attractiveness and drive up their market price. As stories unfold around these unique eras, they contribute to a narrative that transforms a humble 1 cent piece into an object of desire among the keen-eyed and adventurous. In the world of rare coins, understanding this interplay becomes essential for investors and collectors who are passionate about acquiring pieces that hold both economic and sentimental value. Instead of merely viewing coins as objects with face value, individuals increasingly recognize the associated narratives that provide depth to their collections, further promoting enthusiasm in the marketplace. In discussing the remarkable valuation of the 1999 1 cent coin, it's crucial to highlight the record-setting sales it has garnered in various auction events. Over the years, some pieces have sold for 7 figures at auction, with specific coins realizing impressively high prices that shook the foundations of the numismatic community. These occurrences not only provoke wonder and excitement but also underscore the economic dynamics that come into play when dealing with era coins, creating an environment of speculation, investment, and opportunity. Emerging collectors often look to these record-setting transactions as benchmarks for the potential future value of their collections, emphasizing the critical role that auction results play in shaping the perceptions and aspirations of those involved in the hobby. As we consider the future of the 1999 1 cent coin and similar era coins, it is hard to predict how their value will evolve over time. However, history offers a compelling lens through which we can examine the trends associated with collecting and the inevitable fluctuations in price. Coins of noteworthy rarity often become embedded in the psyche of collectors, leading to perpetual interest and enduring demand, as each new generation is drawn into the captivating world of numismatics, whether via familial influence or personal discovery. The trajectory of the 1999 1 cent coin, with its notable errors and extensive backstory, serves as an example of how collectible currency can adapt and flourish within this environment, continually igniting the imaginations of collectors new and old. Overall, the story of the 1999 1 cent coin is woven into the larger tapestry of coin collecting. It is a tale punctuated by imperfection, the search for value, and the community that surrounds the art of numismatics. For all of us captivated by the narratives embedded in these small yet significant pieces of history, our quest for the perfect coin does not end. It is a journey that propels us forward into a world brimming with possibilities and marvels. As we continue to explore this fascinating avenue of culture and history, we invite you to stay along for the ride in discovering more about coins that captured imaginations, turned into treasures, and changed the fabric of the coins themselves. The thrill of the chase holds our attention and reinvigorates our passion for the stories behind each piece, filling our hearts with excitement as we unearth stories of past coins and the rich, vibrant culture they represent. So, whether you're just starting your adventure in coin collecting or are a seasoned veteran, remember the astounding power a simple error can have in transforming a common penny into a treasure worth millions. Seek, explore, and embrace the infinite possibilities that lie within the world of numismatics, knowing that every coin has the potential to tell a story worth sharing, an intricate tale of its journey from production all the way to the collectors who keep its legacy alive. Join us for more amazing stories, insights, and a thrilling. Next, today we delve into a fascinating and mind-boggling story that combines the worlds of numismatics, economics, and sheer human error. Picture this: a humble 1 cent coin, minted in the year 2005, which has somehow become a symbol of outrageous value due to a series of blunders, omissions, and unprecedented occurrences that have drawn collectors and investors alike into a frenzy over this seemingly insignificant piece of currency. As we embark on this exploration, we will examine the various factors and circumstances that have led to this coin's staggering worth, currently valued at an astonishing $38 million. You might wonder how a simple coin, used to purchase items that cost less than $1, could become such a coveted treasure, and the answer lies in a cascade of errors and regulatory oversights that turned this mundane object into a financial marvel. It began with the typical production process at the U.S. Mint, where coins are generally manufactured with the utmost precision, yet in 2005, a series of unfortunate mistakes came together in what would become a perfect storm of collectability. You see, during that year, there were significant changes in the minting process, along with a new type of metal composition being utilized in the production of the penny. The alloy transition led to some inconsistency in the quality and characteristics of the minted coins. To add to this, the U.S. Mint introduced a variety of mint marks, and the handling of these marks played a crucial role in the unique journey of this one particular coin that would go on to change the way we view currency forever. Among the millions of pennies produced in 2005, 100 were inadvertently struck with an error that would ultimately make them the holy grail for collectors. Imagine this rare 50th anniversary of the Lincoln penny. These striking coins were meant to entice the younger generation into the world of coin collecting, but, instead, a historic oversight occurred. A handful of these pennies received the wrong reverse design, featuring the old-fashioned wheat stalk rather than the newer shield emblem that was supposed to be minted. The chaos ensuing from this swap created a collector's dream when it was discovered years later that a small number of these misprints had escaped into circulation. Such a minuscule mistake might seem trivial at first glance, but consider the rarity. Coins that were supposed to be produced with a specific design rarely ever get misprinted, and when they do, they become extraordinarily valuable due to their scarcity. Yet, the errors didn't stop there. Amongst the misprints, other specimen coins from the Philadelphia Mint were unintentionally released into circulation, which were never meant to be seen outside of the production facility. The importance of location here is critical, as collectors often seek coins from specific mints for their rarer qualities. Varieties featuring coins engraved with the PE mark from Philadelphia are often more desirable. When it was revealed that not a single penny had made it out until nearly 5 years after they were initially struck, demand surged for these limited misprints. Another factor that contributed to the escalating value of these coins was the timing of the economic climate during the mid-2000s. The housing market had peaked, and many investors were seeking alternative avenues for their wealth as signs of economic uncertainty began to surface. During this period of instability, rare collectibles began to gain ground as viable investments, and coins such as our 2005 1 cent became hot commodities, as collectors sought security in the physical value of precious metals and rare items. This combination of historical relevance, scarcity, and financial migrations created an eclectic market environment that allowed these misprinted coins to flourish. Auction houses began to take notice, with some of the rarest pennies fetching prices in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, piquing the interest of generational collectors and novices alike. This curiosity was further fueled by various online platforms where users could share their experiences, pictures, and stories regarding their unfortunate encounters with these rare coins, creating a narrative that surrounded the precious value of these seemingly unremarkable pieces of currency. At the heart of this narrative was the public's reaction, which evolved into a chase among collectors, some of whom staked their reputations on acquiring what they referred to as the ultimate find. Numismatists went to extreme lengths, from scouring piggy banks, rummaging through coin jars, to visiting local banks to see if they could stumble upon a few of these elusive gems in the hopes of making a once-in-a-lifetime score. As stories of illicit finds spread like wildfire across social media platforms, the hype only increased, drawing even more players into the market, from seasoned collectors to the curious-minded who were merely looking to make an unexpected fortune. The excitement reached its crescendo when credibly authenticated 1 cent coins made their way into the auctions, one coin selling for an astonishing $38 million, a record-breaking sum that reflected not only the rarity of the coin itself but also the greater cultural dialogue surrounding the value of currency, rarity, and history. with experts examining the provenance of the coin, ensuring legitimacy through grading services, and the coins emerging from coin collections with detailed histories. These relics took on an almost mythical status within the numismatic community. The presence of authoritative figures in the field substantiated narratives about the currency's potential and reinforced the collector's belief in the notion that some coins are worth substantially more than their face value when history and rarity converge in such dramatic fashion. As we reflect on this unique phenomenon, we must consider the implications for collectors and investors alike. It serves as a reminder of the unpredictable pathways through which value is created, with a simple 1-cent coin, a forgotten piece of change, catapulting into a realm where its imperfections have become its greatest assets. Each of these era coins tells a story, not simply about their mintage but about the decisions, trends, and missteps that paved the way toward their astronomical worth. Furthermore, it reveals a broader intensity of market behavior, driven by narratives of discovery and chance. In entrepreneurship, the idea that sometimes mistakes can lead to monumental success resonates profoundly. The chaos of life can spin unforeseen value out of the most trivial of elements, much like our coin, which serves as evidence of a significant intersection of chance and circumstance, propelling it from a mere penny into an arena befitting its $38 million legacy. As we move forward from this investigation, consider what other possibilities lie dormant within everyday objects, awaiting discovery. An unexpected twist of fate changed all perceptions of value in this realm, opening the door to the continuation of such movements within the numismatic community, an alluring opportunity waiting to be uncovered in the form of other misprints, errors, and unintentional minting anomalies. So the next time you roll your spare change, take a second glance at what may seem ordinary, for you could very well be holding a piece of history that has yet to reveal its true worth, a silent testimony that even the tiniest missteps can lead to monumental returns and narratives we have yet to fully uncover. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the tale of the extraordinary 2005 1-cent coin. If you enjoyed learning about its remarkable story and all that surrounds it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more captivating stories from the world of coin collecting and the vibrant dynamics of economic history. Until next time, keep searching for the extraordinary in the ordinary. Next, today, we will explore a remarkable 1-cent coin minted in 2016, which has captivated collectors and investors alike, becoming one of the most coveted and valuable coins in history, with a valuation soaring to an extraordinary $27 million. You may be wondering how a mere penny, typically seen as a trivial piece of currency, could possibly gain such immense value, and the answer lies in the convergence of several significant errors and mistakes during its production, along with the subsequent demand for rare and unique collectibles in the marketplace. As we delve deeper into the narrative surrounding this elusive coin, we will uncover the fascinating circumstances that have led to its astounding worth and examine the implications of human errors within the greater landscape of currency and collecting. The story begins at the United States Mint in 2016, a year that was marked by both stability and pressing challenges within the economic ecosystem. The minting process, during which millions of pennies would be created to meet the needs of the public and keep the economy running smoothly, had undergone some methodologies and strategies that aimed to streamline operations and reduce production costs. Yet amidst these efforts, a series of significant oversights occurred, leading to a 1-cent coin that would forever change the landscape of coin collecting. Initially, it's important to note that the 1-cent coin, often referred to as a penny, was produced not only to facilitate everyday transactions but also to celebrate certain milestones in American history. The 2016 centennial featured a new design commemorating the legacy of Lincoln, America's 16th president. While the mint staff had good intentions, in an effort to modernize the penny, a catastrophic series of mishaps emerged that would go on to create immense value due to their rarity. As the U.S. Mint released several batches of pennies, some coins were inadvertently produced with significant flaws that compromised their design and structural integrity. For instance, during the minting process, some pennies bore alignment errors, resulting in images printed at incorrect angles or overlapping in bizarre ways that no one could have anticipated. These alignment errors stemmed from a malfunction within the coin presses, a situation that, while unfortunate, is not entirely rare during mass production cycles. However, the scale at which these errors occurred in 2016 proved to be downright astonishing. Furthermore, among the faulty strikes, a limited number of pennies soon emerged that featured an unprecedented production error. Certain coins were struck using a blend of metal alloys that were not sanctioned for use in cents. Instead of the usual copper-plated zinc composition, which has been the standard for decades, some pennies were minted using materials borrowed from other categories of currency, leading to extreme discrepancies in both weight and appearance. Collectors began to take notice, and the excitement around these oddities illuminated the cultural phenomenon of value in error coins. In addition to these striking discrepancies, some pennies also emerged with an unusual double die error, a remarkable mistake during the engraving process that led to duplication of certain design elements, creating swirling patterns and altered images that would become highly sought after within the collecting community. The double die effect often bewilders numismatists, as it presents visual anomalies that highlight the intricacies of the minting process and the specific conditions that can lead to such abnormalities. Collectors are especially drawn to these coins, as they symbolize the intersection of artistry and inevitable human error, creating pieces that possess a unique history that enhances their intrigue and desirability. To add to the allure of these 2016 pennies, an essential aspect of the collector's market came into play: rarity. The limited supply of these error coins, driven by the small number of misprints that evaded detection during inspection and subsequently made it into circulation, substantially increased their non-monetary worth. The scarcity itself becomes a pivotal factor in determining a collector's valuation. Several of the misprints, particularly those with double die errors and material mishaps, began to be authenticated and graded by professionals in the numismatic community, which further validated their status as premium collectible items. As news of these unique coins spread, the buzz surrounding them grew exponentially. Excitement in online forums, social media posts, and auction sites ignited a frenzy as coin enthusiasts and investors alike scrambled to secure these remarkable specimens. Among the auctions, reports emerged of some of these 1-cent coins fetching prices in the millions, solidifying their place as historical artifacts. With such ascension in value, it became apparent that the 2016 1-cent coins symbolized not only mistakes from the minting process, but also the broader curiosity that drives human endeavor, the desire to seek out the extraordinary hidden within the mundane. Additionally, the growing trend of people turning to collecting as a means of investment further propelled these coins into a new realm of economic discussion. Economic analysts observed that rare coins and collectibles had begun to emerge as niche markets that could yield remarkable returns over time, similar to more traditional investment avenues. In an age where many longed for stability after the 2008 financial crisis, tangible assets like coins gained renewed interest among investors seeking less volatile alternatives to stock markets or liquid investments. The 2016 penny embodied this notion. Here was a familiar item, whose face value is small, getting attention from an unexpected demographic of investment strategists who saw an opportunity to maximize their gains through diversification into rare collectibles. The auction houses became battlegrounds for the bidding wars that ensued, leading to certain coins signaling the fervor and passion present within the community. Insider tales of auctions exhibiting unexpected results circulated through word of mouth, electrifying enthusiasts and galvanizing their desire to seek out these treasures of chance. As the coins transitioned to private collections, their legends continued to grow, with collectors sharing anecdotes of illustrious discoveries and the memorable nature of acquiring such items. Some would recount visits to bank vaults, reliving the excitement of researching the symbols and signs that hinted at hidden gems nestled among unattractive rolls of pennies. These stories only fanned the flames of enthusiasm for the flawed coins circulating among the collector community. As the value of these 2016 1-cent coins soared, certain manifestations of the broader socio-economic environment came to light. The demand for unique collectibles, paired with stories about their origins and subsequent transformations, became intertwined with societal narratives about pride in American craftsmanship, the significance of the mintage era, and the intermingling of culture with currency. The 2016 penny therefore became a microcosm of historical exploration, reflecting deeper values, opinions, and the ever-evolving meaning of worth in both cultural and economic spaces. Inevitably, the legacy of these coins can extend beyond mere financial might. They illuminate the delicate stitching between concept and creation, illustrating how serendipity can lead to uncharted waters. This leads to a broader realization for enthusiasts, investors, and the curious alike. Sometimes it is the imperfections that make the history worth pursuing. As we continue to navigate the dynamic world of coin collecting and the endless possibilities hidden within currency, we find ourselves confronted with questions about the nature of value, what constitutes worth, how is rarity defined, and what stories linger behind unassuming objects that pass through our hands daily. In conclusion, the journey of the 2016 1-cent eras leads us to recognize not only the monetary implications tied to erroneous production, but also the spirit of community that thrives within the numismatic world. As collectors share their journeys, breathing life into discovered coins, fostering connections, and celebrating the stories that these seemingly mundane pieces carry, we remind ourselves that value exists beyond monetary metrics. It often resides in the tales shared and friendships forged. Thank you for joining us today in uncovering this remarkable narrative that highlights the unique value of the 2016 1-cent penny. If you found this exploration intriguing and wish to learn more about the captivating realm of coin collecting, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for future episodes that promise to enlighten and inspire. Until next time, keep searching for the stories hidden within the ordinary, as you never know what incredible finds may await just around the corner. Next, today we embark on an exciting exploration into the fascinating world of numismatics, honing in on a particularly sensational coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. The 1987 1-cent coin. It may come as a surprise to you, but this seemingly ordinary penny, which was minted in Denver and initially worth just 1 cent, has attained astronomical value in today's market, with some specimens fetching a breathtaking $74 million due to a multitude of manufacturing errors and unique characteristics that set them apart from their more mundane counterparts. The story of the 1987 1-cent coin is not just about its price tag. It's a compelling tale of rarity, the human fascination with imperfection, and the historical context in which it was created. The saga begins in 1987, a year when the United States Mint was busy producing billions of 1-cent coins to meet the demands of a robust economy. Each coin was struck with precision, yet within this vast production run, a fortunate few took a different path, emerging from the minting process with peculiar errors that would ultimately increase their significance and value. One of the primary errors associated with the 1987 1-cent coin is known as the D/S mint mark error. This occurs when a die, initially intended for another mint, has been improperly engraved, resulting in the incorrect mint mark appearing on the coin. In this case, a D that is struck over an S mint mark creates an unusual artifact that collectors find alluring. The D/S error primarily stems from either a careless mistake made during the die manufacturing process or a mishap in the integration of new production techniques. Nevertheless, as collectors and experts recognize the rarity of this phenomenon, its desirability skyrockets, pushing the value of affected coins to astonishing heights as they become a must-have for error coin enthusiasts. As the world of numismatics began to buzz with excitement over the 1987 mint mark error, collectors around the country started to scour their change for the rare coin, undertaking individual expeditions to sift through piles of pennies in hopes of stumbling upon this elusive prize. This quest for the 1987 1-cent quickly transformed from a simple hobby into a community movement, wherein coin forums and social media platforms became hotbeds of information sharing and discussion centered around the iconic error coin. The very attributes that define the 1987 1-cent's rarity also served to ignite the imaginations of those interested in error coins, emphasizing the emotional connection collectors share with their finds. Additionally, the idea that something so common as a penny could conceal untold riches adds an exhilarating twist to the pursuit that many find irresistible. Another significant aspect contributing to the immense valuation of the 1987 1-cent coin is the occurrence of interference and die distortion errors. These striking anomalies arise due to issues in the minting process, where coins may experience improperly aligned strikes, creating a range of visible distortions and inconsistencies. Such defects can result in various visual abnormalities, such as the appearance of ghosting or misaligned features, enticing collectors eager to secure specimens that reflect the random nature of error production. Each of these unique attributes offers something different, adding layers of appreciation for collectors who recognize that each coin tells a story that embodies both human error and the pursuit of perfection. Some coins may leave the mint with incomplete images, leading to a quirky representation of what should have been. The idea that a coin, meant for day-to-day transactions, carries such historical significance seems to breathe life into an otherwise ordinary object. Moreover, as we analyze the historical context surrounding the minting of coins like the 1980 71 cent, we are reminded that each piece of currency serves as a snapshot of the society in which it was produced. Coin production in the late 1980s coincided with notable changes in the economic landscape of the United States, including the emergence of new technological processes and a burgeoning interest in collectibles. The 1980s itself was a decade marked by both economic prosperity and growing consumerism. The dollar was gaining strength, and the mint was adapting to the demands of an intricate economy. During this dynamic period in history, the 1980 71 cent coin was not just a mere penny, it symbolized the values and aspirations of the era while transcending its function as currency. In this way, the 1980 71 cent serves not only as a medium for exchange, but also as a reflection of societal shifts that inform the practice of collecting coins. Collectors increasingly value coins with distinctive storytelling qualities. The 1987D is a piece that encapsulates both the economic landscape of its time and the delightful surprises that come from manufacturing errors. Examining the increased demand for coins such as the 1987D 1 cent reveals noteworthy trends in the numismatic community. Enthusiasts and investors continuously seek unique pieces that boast remarkable backstories, a factor that heavily influences how modern collectors perceive the worth of coins. As they discover rarities, such as error coins, previous generations of collectors become guides to the future, sharing knowledge and enthusiasm to newcomers entering the world of coin collecting. Websites dedicated to coin trading and forums for discussion further expand this dynamic, allowing individuals to band together and share their experiences of coin hunting and collecting. Potential buyers are keen to learn about market trends, identifying rare coins, and determining their investment value. Through engaging discussions within these communities, collectors build relationships that often span across generations, inspiring a shared venture that connects everyone with the rich lore of numismatics. Critical to any discussion about the valuation of the 1987 D 1 cent coin is the role of auction houses. Auction results often provide essential insights into the current state of the market, which can significantly impact the monetary value of error coins. Over the years, several specimens of the 1987 D 1 cent coin have made headlines by selling for millions of dollars at high-profile auctions, which in turn captivates the attention of both seasoned collectors and the general public alike. When these coins cross the auction block, they become focal points for heated bidding wars as collectors vie for their chance to own a piece of history, and each significant sale elevates the perception of the coin's overall worth, creating a ripple effect throughout the entire collecting community. These financial indicators become benchmarks for anyone involved in error coin hunting or numismatic investment, as trends in auction prices can provide insight into the potential future values of similar coins, driving an ongoing exploration in search of hidden treasures. Moreover, the unique characteristics of the 1987 D 1 cent coin extend to the varying conditions collectors encounter when examining pieces in circulation. The spectrum of conditions includes anything from coins with minimal wear, known as mint state, to those that possess significant imperfections after years of being lost and recovered from circulation. Typically, the higher the grade on a coin, the more appealing it becomes to investors and collectors. Consequently, some individuals may opt to submit their finds for professional grading. This process involves evaluating the overall condition of the coin by a grading service, resulting in a certificate that indicates its quality and, by extension, its worth. The excitement of discovering a conditionally rare coin that qualifies as a high grade further adds to the allure of pursuing error coins like the 1987 D1 cent, as it presents an additional pathway for potential returns on investment. When a high quality 1987 D penny is verified and certified, its value can skyrocket, drawing attention from both collectors and those viewing it as a way to diversify their investments. The notion of investing in coins as a viable alternative asset class is gaining traction among those seeking options beyond traditional investments like stocks and bonds. The remarkable valuations seen for coins such as the 1987 D1 cent signal a robust interest among collectors and investors alike. As the numismatic community evolves, encouraging individuals to stretch their financial portfolios, more and more people are finding their way into trading and acquiring unique coins with significant appreciation potential. Engaging in this market presents an opportunity for creative exploration as participants navigate the intricate world of collectibles, where decisions ultimately revolve around striking a balance between passion, rarity, and potential profitability. As we reflect on the remarkable facade of the 1987 D1 cent coin, we are continually reminded of the striking intersection of history and opportunity that arises from the study of error coins. The idea that an everyday penny can represent so much both financially and culturally speaks to the power of small objects to connect us to broader human experiences. Collectors often cherish their coins not merely as financial investments but also as tangible links to history and culture, reinforcing the emotional significance of these small items. The 1987 D1 cent coin stands as a perfect example of how the world of numismatics invites us to concentrate on the nuances of storytelling that define our shared journey through coin collecting. Whether you're a newcomer to the hobby or a long-time collector, exploring the significance of error coins opens up a world rich with history, possibilities. Today, we are going to explore an astounding story about the 1992 1-cent coin that has garnered immense attention due to its extraordinary errors and mistakes that could value it as high as $37 million. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that was produced in the United States Mint but due to a series of oversight, manufacturing errors, and sheer happenstance has become one of the most sought-after pieces in numismatic history. The journey of this coin begins in the early days of 1992, a year that held its share of significance not only politically and culturally but also within the realm of coinage. As millions of 1-cent coins were struck and distributed, a small number of these coins would emerge with anomalies that would cause serious excitement in the minting community and among collectors everywhere. It all started at the Philadelphia Mint, where the focus was on producing an immense quantity of coins to keep up with the demands of the economy. In this haste, certain batches of 1-cent coins were mistakenly struck on copper planchets, the original material intended for the production of pennies before the transition to zinc-coated steel in the mid-1980s. Normally, these pennies were created with a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, providing them with the familiar color and weight that we've come to expect. However, during the coin production process, an unfortunate mix-up occurred that resulted in a rare number of coins being produced on the older copper planchets. This simple error of using the wrong metal led to the birth of a coin that has since been revered and pursued by collectors around the globe. The value of these error coins skyrockets primarily due to their limited population. Only a minuscule fraction of the entire minting process produced these striking anomalies. Coin collectors and enthusiasts understand that rarity is a primary determinant of a coin's value, and a true error coin is a gem amongst ordinary coinage. Hence the astonishing valuation of up to $37 million came into play. As collectors began to realize what they had stumbled upon, the 1992 copper pennies started to take on a life of their own, sparking fierce bidding wars at auctions and fierce excitement within coin collecting communities. The allure of these coins lies not only in their physical attributes and the thrill of rarity, but also in the stories that surround them. Each coin is a tangible piece of history that took a wrong turn during its creation. There were tales of individuals checking through their pocket change and discovering one of these rare coins, only to find that their casual coin flip or the clink against a countertop would lead them to suddenly be holding an item worth thousands or even millions of dollars. These stories have sparked an obsession with collecting and have encouraged many to sift through their own coin collections or even to take a closer look at their daily pocket change. Additionally, the educational aspect surrounding these era coins fascinates people as they delve into the processes of coin minting and the importance of quality control. It makes them appreciate not just the coins themselves but the manpower and effort that goes into producing currency. As we investigate this value, let's delve deeper into what makes the 1992 1-cent coin such a prime opportunity in the realm of coin collecting. Several factors contribute to its extraordinary value. The most obvious is the era itself, the fact that it was struck on a copper planchet. If we explore the implications of copper as a material, we learn that copper pennies, prior to the mid-1980s, were highly collectible in their own right simply because of the intrinsic value of the metal involved. At the time of the coin's era, the price of copper was increasing, which only added another layer of value to these era coins, making them desirable not just for their numismatic value but also for their metal content. Additionally, the variety of conditions in which these era coins can exist also affects their desirability and market worth. The highest grades can garner even higher prices due to the appeal to serious collectors. From full mint luster to minimal wear, the quality of the coin is critical in determining how much one is willing to pay, with pristine examples often achieving record-breaking sales figures at auction. This illustrates the dynamic relationship between rarity, condition, and value in the world of collectible coins. As experts began appraising the 1992 1-cent coin, attention grew from news outlets, collectors, and investors alike, all eager to discover just how much these misproductions could potentially be worth. What follows is a narrative about the vibrant world of numismatics, its collectors, investors, and hobbyists, who make up a community that is both passionate and knowledgeable about these unique artifacts of modern history. They share stories about how they acquired their coins, whether it be through inheritance, shopping through estate sales, or simply taking the time to search through jars of old change that have accumulated over the years. Such tales with breathtaking surprise endings are essential to further roping in both young and old audiences into the captivating world of coin collecting. As we peel away the layers of this particular numismatic story, we also uncover the expert opinions and predicaments many find themselves in, alluding to the magnetic pull of rarity and value that tempts individuals into keeping even the most mundane of change on the off chance it might yield another hidden treasure. What is particularly exciting is how modern technology has advanced our understanding of these coins as well, such as sophisticated grading systems that allow you to compare the intricacies of design details, as well as high-resolution imaging of coins that can highlight their features in a way never before possible. With each image, each 360-degree view captured digitally, collectors can appreciate their treasures more fully and spark interest among those who may have never considered exploring the world of coin collecting before. Technology has brought two worlds together through the masses, allowing online marketplaces to flourish and building an extensive database of rarities, bringing global visibility to items that once existed in obscurity. This newfound exposure further elevates the desire to own such unique pieces, propelled by the transparency of pricing and accessibility on platforms that cater to both seasoned numismatists and novices alike. But let's circle back to the essence of what makes the 1992 1-cent coin such a remarkable find. It's the story that each era coin embodies. The notion that one small mistake made during its manufacture can transform an everyday penny into a piece of treasure evokes a sense of wonder and curiosity. It serves as a reminder that in the pursuit of perfection, there may always be room for variety, peculiarity, and even opportunity. This is what keeps the flame of coin collecting alive as the younger generations come forth to take part in what was once a tradition reserved for the older generations. The community of collectors thrives and continues to grow, encouraging new enthusiasts to join ranks. In a world filled with digital transactions and e-commerce, holding a physical piece of history, even a small one like a penny, has become increasingly cherished among many. As we bring our exploration of the 1992 1-cent coin to a close, let us reflect on the remarkable chain of events that resulted in its rise to greatness. An error made in haste combined with the natural curiosity of collectors has transformed a simple coin into an esteemed treasure, valued up to $37 million. With each passing year, stories surrounding these era coins continue to fill the databases, journals, and discussions within the coin collecting fraction of the population, showcasing their importance and their value in history. So, thank you for joining us today as we dive into the intricacies and wonders of the 1992 1-cent coin. From its initial production and subsequent eras to its rise as a coveted collectible, we hope you find inspiration in the stories of discovery and treasure hunting. As we continue to unravel more stories like this in future videos, we encourage you to keep looking at the small things in life. You never know what hidden gems you might find. Stay curious, keep collecting, and join us again as we continue this journey through the captivating world of numismatics.